Okay, a video, and let's take what we have here. Oh man, this is we read here. So, after decades of white Americans being targeted for discriminated and anti-white hatred, we come together as people, and you would attack us. What are we gonna learn today from this lovely lady, Roman millennial?
But in any case, I wanted to take this opportunity to talk to you guys a little bit more about the alt-right. The alt-right is something that's hard to talk about because it's evolved so much within the past year and a half. When people first started talking about the alt-right, especially during the 2016 election, the phrase really just referred to edgelords posting Pepe memes who were tired of establishment politics. There was a small racist fringe at the time, but overall people who identified with the alt-right were really just people who rejected globalism and social justice thought. Richard Spencer is the one who coined the phrase alt-right, but he wasn't its defining leader, at least not in the early days. A lot of people who originally called themselves alt-right were just your average MAGA hat-wearing anti-feminists. However, the mainstream media and regressives kept trying to associate the alt-right with white nationalism and white supremacy, and in a self-fulfilling prophecy, that is eventually what it became. In my recent interview with Milo Yiannopoulos, he describes this transformation of the alt-right.
Try to paint a broad picture of the contours of the movement to describe that it had some racists in it, yes. We said it's probably 2 to 5%, like just a few crazies, that like the last tiny little speck remnants of the Klan, just 200 people in Kentucky, who cares, But the media, of course, took the term and started redefining it as another way of saying neo-Nazi or white supremacist. So, but with the inevitable result that it expelled from the movement all the people who weren't that,
Right. If you look at it now, it's quite different than it was the same time last year.
Now it is the racists. Yeah. Now it just is the white nationalists.
I think that's a pretty accurate description of what happened. And in a post, Paul Joseph Watson also wrote that there are two, quote, alt-rights. One is more accurately described as the new right. These people like to wear MAGA hats, create memes, and have fun. They include whites, blacks, Asians, Latinos, gays, and everyone else. These are the people who helped Trump win the election. The other faction likes to fester in dark corners of subreddits and obsess about Jews, racial superiority, and Adolf Hitler. This is a tiny fringe minority. They had no impact on the election. Guess which faction the media is giving all the attention to? Now that post was written 9 months ago, and more the phrase alt-right has come to accurately embody the current white nationalist trend that we are seeing. I'm not saying that everyone who chooses to call themselves alt-right is a white nationalist or white supremacist, but yes, that is the overarching ideology of the movement. Now, I have made several videos about the alt-right in the past, but even so, a lot of people, especially on the left, have questioned why I don't spend as much time on them as I do social justice warriors or feminists. And I've said...
Okay, stop right there. Now, there's nothing wrong, per se, if you support, you don't support, alt-right, whatever this crap made-up internet group that came out of nowhere, complete joke of a movement or whatever crap. But when this girl is sitting there and she's justifying something with complete lies, it's just a lie, period. One lie after another. It's not even factual. It's just a lie, period. And this is something that I've been trying to tell a lot of these people, that it's obviously she doesn't know what even the term alt-right. Has anyone actually been to her conferences or her seminars? Because I have. Any raise of hands? Because I actually went to her seminars just to see what this is. And really, if you actually hear what these people have to say, like the guys like Jared Taylor, guys like Richard Spencer, and their Holy Bible, the bell curve, which they believe under their philosophy, because that's a big deal. The bell curve is like their Holy Bible. And their justification. And if you ever listen to these alt-right people, this lady is, oh no, it's not true, it's all this. No. You're lying, period. Under the alt-right philosophy, they believe that Western civilization, Western world, basically Europe, United States, Canada, and Australia, those places that are predominantly white, that we are white countries, we invented all this great stuff that impacted the world, that benefited humanity, and according to them, other civilizations never invented anything. Well, they did, but not the way they did, because there's just so much better. And that our life is better and everything, that we built all this stuff, and that and and these other people from these other groups, they should not infringe or come to our country and this and that. They don't believe in immigration. Okay, if you're Asian, they want you in Asia. If you're African, they want you in Africa. If you're in the Middle East, they want you in the Middle East. They don't want you to come into their countries. That's alt-right. And for this chick to sit there and comply with this crap, like, oh no, it's not racism. I'm looking at her, I'm like, listen, under their philosophy, your father's half Chinese, is a Chinese man that went to Canada and basically banged a white Canadian girl, which produced you. Under their philosophy, the Chinese man will never step foot in Canada. Why? Because the alt-right does not believe in intermixing. Now, if it was a Chinese woman coming to Canada, that's totally different because we all know that a lot of these white guys have a massive fetish over Asian chicks. That's the reason why this guy, Roman Lemon, gets so many views, because we all know that these dudes have a massive fetish for Asian girls. And this is something that I've been trying to hammer out a lot. This girl's complying a bunch of lies. One lie after another lie. Oh no, it includes all. No, it's not true. They don't include other people. They don't include gays. Because under Western civilization, under what they say, they believe in traditional Christianity is superior. Under traditional Christianity, they don't allow gays. They don't allow gays. And with blacks, according to them, they believe that they're not intelligent, that they're too stupid to run a country, they're too dumb to run anything, so therefore they're incompetent. That's what they believe. If you actually hear how these guys talk, that's how they are. And when it comes to Jews, guys like Jared Taylor has said many times, these Jews are doing this, the Jews are doing that. They literally blame everything on Jews. The reason why there's so-called diversity is genocide is due to the Jewish whatever crap, Jewish oligarchs and all that stuff. They're the ones behind all this blah, blah. So don't sit there and say that they would be included. That's not true. That's a lie. Now, if it comes to fucking these women of these groups, that's totally different. Because we know how that works. No, but when it comes to them accepting, no, that's not true. Because they don't believe in immigration. They don't believe in intermixing. I don't understand where you get this idea that encompass this new right or what. No, it's a tiny fraction. That's not a tiny fraction. That's their main philosophy. And that's why you're lying. You're basically lying to people. If you actually took the time and actually listened to what these people say, you realize that they believe that they don't want any groups coming into their countries. They don't believe in immigration. They want their nations pure. This is why a lot of people say they're white nationalists. Now, do I think they're white nationalists? No, I think they're stupid. Personally, I think they're just stupid people. I mean, how can you sit there and they're saying no to identity politics, yet at the same time they're chanting white lives matter, we're proud to be white. That's identifying politics. You're a white man, you're identifying with your race and getting the politics, and you're identifying with the politics. That's what they were doing in Charlottesville. And when you're going around chanting Jews won't replace us, stuff like that, all this chants for some odd reason, no one wants to talk about. And then they get upset about these Antifa, social justice warriors. Look, and personally for me, they're a retarded group. And I'm amazed that Americans have not squashed these people, because I'm telling you now, look, we have social justice warriors in Mexico, in Brazil, in Colombia, Argentina. Not anymore. Because those people are a bunch of wimps. It's not that hard to take down Antifa or these social justice warriors. It's easy because they're just a bunch of wimps. Just slap them in the face, beat them up, and they'll go away. You should have done that a long time ago, but not the Americans. Oh no, they let it grow into this. I don't know what it is. And another thing, this is what they do, is that anyone that opposes Trump, anyone that does not agree with Trump's views, automatically is Antifa or social justice warrior. No, I don't agree with Trump at all. But it does not mean I'm an SJW or Antifa. I'm sorry. But you will see that all the time when you don't agree with Trump. And this is something that people don't understand. They had their little tiki torches that was not made by white people. Tiki torches were not created by white people or part of Western civilization. Then they surrounded a statue with Thomas Jefferson, who had a fetish for black girls. And we have a girl over here who everybody knows the reason why this book gets so much views is because she talks this alt-right, right-wing talking points. And we all know she's half Asian. We all know that these white males have a massive obsession over Asian chicks. Dude, I mean, bro, this is not that hard. I mean, all you have to do is listen to what they're saying. Listen to Jared Taylor. Listen to people like Richard Spencer. Read the bell curve and look what they're actually saying. I mean, and you're saying there, oh no, they're include everyone. That's not true. You're lying. Oh no, this is a tiny little fraction. That's not a tiny fraction. That's their main fraction. This is tough, man. This is tough, and this is the problem, man. I keep trying to talk about Americans. Man, Americans are stupid. I know she's Canadian, but that's USA Part 2. But Americans are dumb. They're just stupid. And you got people like her literally lying, and there's over 60,000 views believing this crap.